Morning gang, welcome back to Bush Rats. I'm Lee and today is part 3 on the Hilux revival series that we've been chipping away at slowly. If you haven't seen part 1 and 2, I suggest you go and check them out first to sort of see where we're up to, but we've got the whole thing stripped down. We've done some rust repairs. I think maybe this episode we'll get a bit of paint on them as well. I want to paint the wheel wells, I want to fix the fenders, but the first thing we've got to get cracking on is some super fun stuff, drum brakes. Yay! We need the thing to stop, so it's got to be done. We have a hard line from the front to the back that has a repair in it that's leaking, so we're going to have to try and rectify that. We're going to do extended brake lines as well for the lift kit that we put in last episode, and we have a leaky wheel cylinder on the back passenger side here. So every time we put the handbrake on it, you lose about a litre of brake fluid. So we're going to fix that up, we're going to put new shoes on it, we're going to rattle can rebuild the drums, got a little bit of mechanical stuff that we're going to do later on down the track as well, but for the moment the motor runs pretty well, does everything it needs to, it just doesn't stop at the moment. So let's drag some tools out of the shed and try and get these wheel cylinders out, do some brake lines. Should be a fun day. Yay! is what we're dealing with the fenders. This is the one that we just pulled off of it. Big old, big old hole in the bottom there that looks pretty scabby. The rest of it's a bit of a dent there, which is not too bad. And this whole corner here from the door swinging open is all buckled up as well. So we could straighten that if we're going to keep that one. This is the one we're going to put on it. Doesn't look too bad. All that bottom section's much better. A little bit of crust on there and the clear coat sort of peeling. So that's the driver's side. Driver's side sorted. We're just going to bolt that one on. Give it a bit of a buff and a polish. That should come up all right, that one there. So one sorted, and then over here. This is the problem one here. Missed a fair bit. She had a couple pop rivet patch jobs done on there. The rest of it's pretty good. Well, that's all fairly straight. Just that bit. And the one we've got to work with has, I don't know, it's better. It's much better on the bottom, but the front is all sort of caved in and stowed in. So I was going to cut these off out here, maybe along this little line here, a bit of a weld job through there, welded on the other one, and it may look 10 times better, or maybe 8 times better. So I reckon next we're going to do is we're going to paint the wheel wells, chuck these fenders on, and then just start painting up some of this rust repairs and chassis plate. We're just going to do some Whew.
sometimes, but I can't let it. Water rises from my toes. Beautiful pity. Sometimes I wonder, will there be
All right, paint's all dried. That 2-pack rattle can paint comes up pretty good, so we're pretty happy with that. Started putting it back together. We've got the fenders on, ready to start cutting the other side now and patching up that rust repair. We've got the bull bar back on. I've been painting up a few other bits and pieces like the wipers and the airbox and stuff out of the engine bay. Like I said, it may not be perfect. Now it's probably not the right way to do it, but it's definitely better. Like, if you can do a better job, where were you? Didn't see you rocking up to come and help. So I just wanted to make it look so, from over there, that looks all right, So that's all we need, just to get some wood, the odd camping trip, that kind of stuff. So I probably should have saved some of that 2-pack paint to do this fender. So I've actually gone to Super Cheap Auto. Got their colour match rattle cans as well. They're only a single pack can for the same price, but I couldn't be bothered waiting 2 more weeks for the 2-pack cans to come from eBay. So we'll try that out, a bit of trial and error. We'll see how they turn out. Might be good, might be bad. We'll find out. So yeah, back to the tray. We did have plans to paint it black or white or grey. We hadn't quite decided yet, but I put a picture up on Instagram of it last week with the orange tray, And some blokes got on there with the comments saying, oh, that's my old bus. It's like, oh, so you're the guy responsible for painting it orange? He's like, no, I actually bought it off of a company called Evertrans, which is why the mud flaps have Evertrans mud flaps on there. I thought it was just some sort of woke mud flap. But he said it used to be a tray transport car, truck. I don't know whether that, I'm not sure what that means. Maybe he said it was doing runs from Albany to Geraldton non-stop, so obviously doing deliveries or escorting trucks. So that's pretty cool. I like that kind of stuff, like the history of things, rather than just being another white Hilux with no logbooks or history. So I think I'm going to leave the tray orange. I've already got one with a white tray. So just for the history, just for the yarn of it, you know, so we, you know, why is the tray orange? Oh, it actually used to be a transport truck company, you know, kind of. I like that kind of stuff, so I'll show you. I'll just show you. Come have a look. Come have a look. Tray's already back on. Yeah, like I said, I like the history of that kind of yarn, that it used to be a truck company. Their logo was orange, hence why the tray's orange. I've got the boards laid out in there already, the Jarrah boards. I'll give you a bit of a look at them in a minute. So all that's really left to do is drill 96 holes and screw the boards down to the tray. So another fun job, but it's good to see that we're getting there. She's nearly ready for a spin now, so I'm going to get stuck into that. We'll try and knock this thing out so we can take it for a spin, and yeah, orange tray. Come look at these boards. So that's the boards, some recycled Jarrah. I've run them through a thicknesser. One's got a bit of a twist in it, but that should pull down with the screws. Total cost of $0, which is what this whole build is about. So I'm going to start drilling, get the boards on, and fuck, we're not far off for us taking it for a spin. Alright friends, tray's on, board's done. Used a bit of linseed oil just to get them all shined up. I think we'll just have a little walk around at where we're at now, call this episode done for the moment, and just a couple little more things left to do on the next one, and we'll be taking it out. We'll take it for a spin, we'll go camp and we'll get a load of wood, we'll do something. So I'll take you for a little walk and we'll have a look. So, tray's all done. Looks pretty good. We got new number plates too. Got rid of them quagmire ones. So them bottom corners from over here, good bloody grouse, mate. Good enough for government work. We will get better rims and tyres at some point, maybe put the other ones back on. But yeah, this door is fine. This fender is looking better. Bonnet's got that patina going on it. Bull bar looks good. Just needs a little bit more wire wheeling to get a little bit more of that orange off. This fender looks fine. Little patch job. This door's letting it down, so I've got my eyes out for some second-hand doors. Wouldn't mind changing that one. But yeah, need to put the interior back together. I've got the vinyl floors drying on the wash line at the moment. I've given them a scrub. That should clean up pretty good. And I think other than that, she just needs a bit of a wash. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. It's been a fun little journey. I was going to do it anyway, so I thought I'd get stuck into filming it. So it's been a bit different from the old fishing and camping. Like I said, a little bit more to go. You'll see it on the next episode, so stay tuned. We will see how she goes on her first mission. But like and subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what your thoughts are, what you would have done differently. Anyone that reckons we've done it wrong, fucking feel free to come lend a hand. So, but yeah, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one out on the tracks. You.